Fear, an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous, likely to cause pain, or a threat. This next little guy is Talon. Talon is 4 years old.
A dragon.
A dragon?
Yeah,
Why?
because he's because he blows fire.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is Ruth. Unlike Talon, Ruth isn't 4 years old. Ruth happens to be a mother of 4, a wife, an accountant, and 56 years old.
My biggest fear at this stage in my life is that something would change this state in my life. I feel like I have it all, and I don't want anything to happen to any of the people that are around me. I don't want anything to happen to my 4 perfect daughters. I don't want anything to happen to my husband. I don't want anything to happen to any of us that would make an unhappy life for any one of us.
Do you remember your first fear ever?
My first fear ever. If I think back as far as I can, I was terribly afraid of being shocked at an electric socket. And I remember for many years when I was growing up, I wouldn't plug things out or pull out the plug. So I must have, at some point, maybe I had touched a socket or a live wire and got an electric shock. So I remember distinctly being afraid of plugs and sockets, and turning on a lamp, plugging in a lamp, plugging in the toaster, plugging in the iron, pulling it out, the television plug.
Your nephew Talon said that his biggest fear was a dragon because they breathe fire. What do you think about that?
That's very interesting. It's interesting that you would ask me, a grown-up, the question, right? And my fear is very real. Well, it appears to be very real. And you ask a 4-year-old child, and theirs seems to be so unreal. So it would make me think that children process information and things that happen to them and around them very differently from adults. I guess we all know that. But I would imagine if the younger the children you asked, they would all be afraid of things that seem unreal, because that's the thing that poses the biggest threat to them in their world. They haven't figured out yet that really there are real dragons, and those are the things as you get older you get more afraid of. Different kinds of, I don't know, addictions and things like that are such terrible things. And to a little child, it's a fire-breathing dragon, and he's never seen it in his life. It's he's seen it on TV, he's seen it maybe in a video game, but he's never actually seen a fire-breathing dragon, so he's afraid of something he's never seen even. It's very interesting, very different response from a child and an adult.
Children tend to live a life of innocence, wonder, joy. They tend to be very simple-minded because they don't know the true complications that happen as they get older, much different than adults. Adults tend to worry and complicate things by overthinking these harsh realities, showing us that sometimes being simple-minded is not that bad. Now take a step outside that box and ask yourself, what is your biggest fear?